The next one is kind of an interesting way of leading. I want you to learn and use the art of making assignments. I tell the story of a kid named Tara. Tara, not terror, but Tara. Tara was a friend of, or is a friend of mine, who was a student in my ministry down in North Carolina. And a friend of Tara's named Sarah, it's terrible, isn't it? Brought Tara to church one night. And Tara came in on a Wednesday night, and for some reason, Francis, I was just kind of drawn toward Tara, and I said, Tara, tonight, are you willing to hand out these worship folders as people come in? They were the little sheets that had the songs on it and things like that. That was back before we had projection screens and the worship for kids. And so I said, do you mind just handing these out when we came in? Years later, Tara told me that the reason that she came back the second time was because she felt like she was needed in our group. Because I made an assignment to her. I said, listen, I need you. There's no one else here right now to hand these things out. So do you mind handing these out as people come in? And so she felt like she was a part of the group because she could do something and she would actually be seen as a helper, a leader, a servant. And so, what kind of assignments can you make? I don't know the environment of TC, but what kind of assignments can you make to, let's just call his name Jimmy. There's not a Jimmy here, is there? There's any Jimmys here, okay? So let's just say Jimmy's in your group, and you've got a group of 20 people, and you guys are do you guys gather outside and then go in? How does that work, man? I think, so what is an assignment that you could give to Jimmy that would make sure that he feels like he's got a role, a responsibility there? What do you think, Haley? Oh, that's a great one. Did you guys hear Haley? She said you could ask Jimmy to make sure everyone's here, kind of like a little attendance thing. Now, I don't know if you have to take attendance, but that certainly is something that would help you as a leader to know that everybody's here. So Jimmy, your job the next 3 days or however long we're together is to make sure that anytime we get together and gather, I can look at you and you can give me a thumbs up, or we're missing 3 or we're missing 11, you know. And so you have to give him an assignment, all right? What's another assignment that you can give someone on your team? Matt, what are you thinking?
Well, like, you have to do your cheer for your team, right?
Yep.
You give them, like, watch this on one day,
yeah. Oh, that's cool. And you give them that whole challenge of, man, give it everything you got when you hit that line. Yeah, I love that. That certainly makes them feel. Any other thoughts that come to mind? What's your name? Hey, Johnson, what are you thinking? Oh, is there a flag? Do you guys have Vacation Bible School in Canada? You do, don't you? Like a church? You guys have, I don't know. I didn't think that it was just not in Canada. But, man, you remember when you got to carry, it was a big deal to carry the flag down. Do you guys have the Christian flag in your churches? There's the Christian flag that used to get asked to either bring in, I was American, instead of bringing the American flag or the Canadian, not Canadian, the Christian flag. And man, when you got asked to do that, all of a sudden you thought you were next to God, right? Because you get to carry the flag. But there's something about that is huge, especially for that kid that's just sort of not integrating into the group. And for you to look them in the eyes and to say, hey, I need you to carry the flag today. And you don't know what that's going to do for somebody, I'm telling you. We could do a whole talk on the importance of what that means. Hey, here's